Alright there, fellow user of Skidstorm, hopefully anyway. If you haven't downloaded it, then please go and download that. I think I usually have the link to the game in the description. And now guys, if you don't already know, it's on the iOS store, so you can go and buy it there if you haven't got the game already, which, like I say, I don't know why I haven't done that already. Also, something I'd just quickly like to add, thank you for 200 subscribers guys. I'm going to make a 30-minute long compilation video about Fortnite for you guys, so I hope you look forward to that. That should come out in the next 3 days or so. I'm going to try really hard to find as many clips as possible to put myself into that. But yeah, I'm just going to carry on with this intro. Anyway, before the video starts, thanks for this guy that I was doing this background gameplay with. He's just a fellow subscriber, so make sure to check out his channel out. And yeah, I'll get straight into the video. So the first thing I'd like to see is that, you know, in clan chat at the moment, right? In clan chat you can't really tell if someone's online, you can't tell if someone's just spoken to using the chat feature. So it's really hard for the clan or people in the clan to communicate to each other and kind of react to each other. Like, I can give you a good example of a game that like does the clan system really well, which is like a game like Clash Royale or something like that, where they have features where you can play with your clanmates, you can see when they're online, just things like that. There'd be really good features to see in Skidstorm just because of how useful they could be, and it means that clans actually mean something, whereas at the moment the only thing that a clan really gives you is just kind of status, because of the fact that some people might be in a clan with more trophies than other people. For example, the clan that I'm in, if you're a good player and haven't seen it, it's just this. I'll leave on the screen right now. But yeah, join it obviously. But I think I'm 30th in the world. But the thing is, 30th doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that you get any extra bonuses. It doesn't mean that you get any extra points. So they need to change that, and they need to make it more friendly to the community, so that people can play each other and get to know each other better. And obviously, the one thing that all Skidstorm players do not want to see in Skidstorm anymore has got to be the amount of bots that you play with. Literally, I think I'd say every time you go into you matchmake, you find at least one bot in your server. There's such instances, it probably happens to me every other game, where I'm just against other bots. Now it can be quite good because usually they're an easy win, unless you're really terrible at the game. Then it's just an easy way to get trophies, to get your way to a high league, and really it's the only way that the best players get to high trophies. So for example, the last season, people could get up to 15,000 trophies just by playing against bots. And a great example to use the bots is to play in like evening. So if you're in a European server, all of the countries in Europe are going to follow the similar time schedule. So if you were to go to like replace Skidstorm like in the night, so like 1 or 2 AM, then the chances are that it's going to be the 2 or 1 AM all across Europe. So you've got a very high chance that you'll be against like bots, because there's no actual players playing at that time in Europe. So I'm not suggesting you should do that, by the way. I don't want any of you to come out of this video and start playing at 1 and 2 AM, but that's just something that you can do. Anyway, like I say, it's really important that they need to get the bots out of the game. I know a great way for this to happen is for more people to play, and obviously that's not going to happen it's going to happen with time. It's not going to happen straight away. So the only way you can help that is by getting people to play the game, I guess. So just I don't know, tell your friends to play the game, invite them to a game, maybe say that you're going to give something to them. But yeah, that's all I've really got to say about that. But yeah, please, Cheetah Mobile, please guarantee us that you're going to make bots no longer a thing anymore. Obviously, one thing that we'd all like to see is more maps, cars, ability, like game modes, just anything like that would be so amazing to have. Especially new different game modes. It'd be quite cool to have like a derby game mode where you have to kind of like crash into people on purpose, because I know there are a lot of people that crash on purpose in Skidstorm, and they'd just love to have a game mode where all they need to do is to smash other people out the way. That would just make their day, and it would make up my day too, because I can't deny that I enjoy whacking people out of the way every now and then. So yeah, I would really like to see them, and obviously new cars would be really cool, or being able to customize them, maybe like have different spoilers and things like that. They'd also be cool, and obviously different colours. And I know more tracks are coming, but I would like to see a more variety other than kind of similar ones to the ones we've got already. But yeah, that's really it on that topic. And another weird thing that I'd like to add, it kind of goes along with the thing that I said before about more things that you can do with clans. I'd quite like to see like team play, so 2 versus 2, or even 4 or 3 versus 3 or 4 versus 4. That would just be really cool, so you could kind of have some kind of rally where where you kind of go from one player to the other player, so you've got to depend on other players' lap times being good. Or maybe you could have something like you two work as a team to try and knock other people off. I think that would be really cool, and it would be an easy way to make more friends, I guess, in Skidstorm. And it's a great way to use the clan feature, so that's why I said it would go along with the clan quite well. So yeah, that's another thing, a weird thing, a peculiar thing that I'd like to add. Another obvious thing that I'd like to add is more servers, because of people living in Oceania or Australia or New Zealand, they're not going to have such a good game as people that live in Europe or Germany, where all the servers are. Or in North America, because there's a server in North America too. They're not going to have, people in Australia aren't going to have a good experience in the game, and maybe that's probably similar to people living in South America and Africa too, just because they don't have servers near them. I know there's not such a demand for servers in those countries, but it certainly will stop the percent of people playing by quite a lot if they know that the connection and everything is going to be laggy, because if you can see at the top of my screen, the ping isn't exactly great where I am, so it can't be that good for people that live in Australia and stuff too. So yeah, that would be something to see in the far future, but nonetheless it's something that I'd like to see Skidstorm or Cheetah Mobile add to the game. One other thing that I think would be amazing to add would be something like a tournament mode where you could get, I don't know, maybe 16 players, and all the 16 players either do 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 2, and the top players from those games move to the next stage, or something along those lines. I don't quite know how that will work, and obviously that you'd need a lot of actual players. Maybe knowing the nature of Skidstorm, you might have to add some bots too, but they can get to that when they make the game mode. But a tournament mode would be really cool, and it'd be a great way to get more people to participate more, I guess, because the tournament is probably more well known to being a contested game mode rather than just a normal game mode that it is at the moment. So I think a tournament would be quite good, and obviously that would come with good rewards, so better players would have a better chance to win games and get more rewards from it. So if you're a really good player, you've got obviously more chance of winning the tournament than a terrible player. And maybe to make it more fair, because obviously there's going to be a wide spread of different abilities in tournaments like that, maybe everyone should have the same car or similar cars, or a similar category of car, so that people with cars like the Avenger and the Scorpion and the Crossfire, they have to perform with the same cars as everyone else, or even the people in the bad cars can now use the Crossfire or the Scorpion so that they've got an equal chance. I think this will be the last thing I'm going to add, that I think will be quite a good thing to add, will be maybe some kind of place where you can show really cool replays of rounds where you've, I don't know, smashed someone off and he's gone miles away, or a time that something peculiar has happened in your game. Maybe you only just got a win by a matter of millimeters, or something crazy like that. I think it would be really cool to have a replay, so people could see those funny moments, and people like me can find those clips and share them. And it would be also really good for people who are just starting to see how good players play the game and how they can perform, so that lower players can maybe learn from them. Or I know this is kind of the case already in terms of in the single player, you can see people's lap times like that have got one of the highest. But it'd be quite cool to see that in multiplayer, because a single player doesn't mean anything. You can do really well in a lap time by yourself and do terribly with other people. So that would be a really cool thing to add, and I think that's the last thing I'm going to add. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you've got any things that you'd want to add and I haven't said them in this video, then please put them in the comments, because I'll probably make a part 2 of this series at some point. And also, the more videos they make, the more chance I can get the developers at the moment, Cheetah Mobile, to see them, and they might actually get to add them if the video gets popular enough and they get to see them. So it'd be really cool to get those guys to see this video and what they might actually do something so that it can be changed, and things to do with the cars and stuff. I know they will definitely come in time, because that's something that a game like this is always going to do, but just encouragement of them to do more things would be really cool, and it would probably get them to, I don't know, get the game more popular and get more people to play it. So I think in the long run that's pretty good. So of course I know I said it in the start of the video, but thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers. I think it's almost 230 now already. This channel has gone up so quickly. I only really started posting videos about 3 months ago, and I've already got 230 subscribers. It just shows that all you need to put in is a little effort here and there, although I've stopped putting in quite a lot of effort in the last few weeks. I'm sorry about that guys, but I've had loads of things to do with exams and things over the last month or so. So I'm hopefully going to be able to post more in the future, but I don't know how that'll go in this upcoming year, just because I've got even more exams to come. It doesn't really look too good, but we'll have to see about it, and if I get more encouragement in the comments, then there's an even higher chance that I'll upload more. So if there's more encouragement by you guys, there's more chance of me posting more videos, if that makes sense, because I'm going to see that you guys want videos, so I'm going to respond to that. And of course, if you could get maybe 15 likes in this video, that would probably make me want to keep doing these kind of videos forever, so that would be amazing for you guys to do. So please go and do that. It's actually so great to have so many people subscribed and actually like my content, because obviously when I make the content I'm by myself, and when I make it by myself and I see you guys watching it and liking it, it's just really cool. So yeah, that's all I've really got to say. Thank you for 200 subscribers, and expect a cool video that's about 30 minutes long that I'm going to make. It should be really cool, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, got nothing else to say here, but arrivederci.